Hi, I'm Chef Tammy Brawley, and I'm here today to show you a delicious vegetable that I pretty much grew up on, and that is okra. I love pickling these because they're great, one in Bloody Marys, but they're also great on charcuterie platters, and they last for about a month in the refrigerator. I have done pickling before where you can them and use a pressure cooker and all that and keep them on your shelf forever. But I like the quick pickle method because it's quick, because it's quick, but also too, the flavor is just really great. And then I know they're not gonna last very long for me anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna start out with the pickling method today. And I had already developed this, so I'm gonna just show it to you. This is apple cider vinegar and water and sugar and salt that we would bring to a boil and we let it cool. In the meantime, we have our solid ingredients that we're going to use. What size jar should we use? Well, that really does define what size okra. I have a lot of small pods here. These are certainly better in the smaller jars. If I had the larger sizes, which would be sort of between jumbo and large, then you would just simply fill the jars up with the size that you're looking for. In this case, I would consider these kind of medium to a certain extent. And I love using the red okra as well. It's really, really pretty when you put it in these jars. So we're going to put these in here and just get this kind of filled up. And it's okay if you notice these smaller jars, they look somewhat overfilled, and that's okay. That's what you kind of want. You want them somewhat tight. So we're just going to stuff in these smaller or medium pods. Oh, this works out great. And now we're going to actually get our other solid ingredients that we have, and we have garlic. And we have some spices. And what I have here is whole coriander seeds and, coriander seeds, mustard seeds, black peppercorns are in there as well. And I really do like toasting these. So we have a warm skillet here, and all we're going to do is put them in there long enough to get them a little bit warm. You want to be careful with this. You always want to have a dry skillet, never any sort of liquid. You want to have it nice and dry and put it over top of a higher heat. But you do not want to walk away from that, okay? And we should be able to smell those in a few moments. And now we're going to go ahead and use our garlic and our peppers in our jars with the other. Now we have fresh garlic here, and you want to take that core off for sure. I'm going to smash that down a little bit and take the skin off. Come back and cut the core off. Your recipe, I think, calls for 1 pound of okra, maybe 2 pounds. This garlic clove is actually pretty large, so I know I can pretty much count that as 2 to 3 cloves. So I'm just going to cut it down the middle. It also will fit better in your jar when you cut them down. And we're actually doing 3 jars here. So now I'm going to take the garlic and stuff that into the jars as well. And in my opinion, to be quite honest, you can never have too much garlic. So even though the recipe says, I think 6 cloves, use more if you'd like. And then we have some Thai peppers or bird's eye peppers. They can be dried or they can be the ones that you've kept in your freezer. I keep mine in the freezer because I use them for all sorts of recipes. So we're just going to stuff a couple of peppers down there. How spicy do you want these? Well, you can certainly add more peppers if you'd like. Looks like I've got 2 to 3 in about each jar. Doesn't matter if they go all the way down. We take care of that when we seal the jars. All right, these have become nice and toasted, which I really like. Turn that heat off. I actually want to grab a spoon here, make it a little easier to get out. Ooh, goodness. So now I'm going to divide our seeds and peppercorns amongst the jars. All you're looking for when you toast these is that nice little toasted fragrance. You're not really looking for a lot of color. All right, so now I've got my solid ingredients. I've got sugar and salt and vinegar in our mixture here that has cooled off. I'm actually going to make my job a little easier because if I tried to pour it from the pot, I'm sure I would probably make a mess. You want to fill the jars till about a half an inch from the top. And considering how much okra I have here, I may not have enough vinegar to do all 3 jars, and that's okay. You can come back and make more. You want to go till about 1/4 of an inch from the top. Oh, this looks like it's going to work out perfect. Love it when a plan comes together. So it's nice and cooled off. Vinegar, water, sugar, and salt. Come back with your lids, seal them tightly. Now, one thing I do with the quick pickling that you do when you do the pressure cooker is I will seal them tightly, and then I will leave them on upside down on a towel pretty much overnight or until they get to be room temperature, and then I'll come back the next day. You can see some that I've already done ahead of here. I can't wait to dig into these. So that is the quick pickle method for the okra. Now we're going to roast them. This is so easy to do. I like cutting the stem off, but I cut these in half lengthwise. You can see the seeds that are in the middle. I'm going to put these on our aluminum foil lined tray. So we've got them cut in half lengthwise. We're going to do a little bit of olive oil. And we're going to do some salt and pepper. And these go into the oven really until your desired doneness. It can be 15 minutes, it can be 20 minutes. So we're going to go into a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes or so. All right, so our okra has been roasting in the oven, 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes or so. We're going to go ahead and pull that out. Very hot, as you can imagine. I'm Tammy Brawley from the Green Kitchen. Thank you for joining us today. Quick pickled okra and roasted okra. Join us next time on Heart of the Home.
Recipes from the Heart of the Home can be found on the Virginia Farm Bureau website at vafb.com/recipes, as well as on Chef Tammy Brawley's website at greenkitchenrichmond.com.